Let me tell you an incredible story of courage, faith, and divine protection that has captivated people for thousands of years. It's about a man named Daniel, and trust me, what happened to him will absolutely blow your mind. Before we begin, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified when new videos are out. Like and comment which Bible story you want us to bring to you next. Daniel was living in ancient Babylon, and he wasn't just any ordinary person. He was one of the top officials in the entire kingdom, known for his wisdom and integrity. But here's where things get interesting. Some other officials were incredibly jealous of him. These jealous officials knew they couldn't find any dirt on Daniel because he was honest and hardworking. So they came up with a devious plan. They convinced King Darius to sign a decree stating that for 30 days, anyone caught praying to any god or person other than the king would be thrown into a den of lions. And get this, once a Persian law was signed, even the king couldn't change it. Now Daniel had a choice to make. He could either stop praying to his God and save his life, or continue his daily prayers and face certain death. What would you do in his situation? Well, Daniel didn't even hesitate. He went home, opened his windows as he always did, and prayed 3 times a day, just like he'd always done. Of course, the officials were waiting for exactly this moment. They rushed to tell the king, who was devastated because he actually liked Daniel. But the law was the law, and even though it broke his heart, King Darius had to throw Daniel into the lion's den. The king spent that night unable to sleep, worried sick about Daniel. At the first light of dawn, he rushed to the den and called out, "Daniel, has your God been able to save you from the lions?" And this is where it gets absolutely incredible. Daniel's voice called back, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me at all." Can you imagine the king's relief? Daniel was pulled out of the den without a scratch on him, not even a tiny bite mark. His unwavering faith had literally tamed these fierce predators. The king was so moved by this miracle that he made a new decree acknowledging Daniel's God as the living God whose kingdom would never be destroyed. You know what makes this story so powerful? It's not just about surviving a night with lions. It's about having the courage to stand up for what you believe in, even when facing impossible odds. Daniel chose faith over fear, integrity over safety, and in doing so, he not only saved himself but also showed others the power of unwavering conviction. This story has echoed through centuries because it speaks to something deep within all of us. The desire to be brave enough to stand up for our beliefs, even when it seems like the whole world is against us. Sometimes the lions we face aren't literal ones. They might be peer pressure, difficult decisions, or standing up for what's right when it would be easier to stay quiet. But Daniel's story reminds us that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about doing what's right despite our fears. And sometimes when we least expect it, we might just witness our own miracles. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more beautiful Bible stories.